And we're back with KMMA. I'm Andy O.
And I'm Khalil Deal.
And this is going to be our breakdowns and predictions for UFC 117 at the Apex this Saturday. We're going to be starting off with Timothy Coamba against Bernardo Sopage. Then we got Modestas Bukauskas against a super short notice Christian Edwards. Next, it's Malcolm Wellmaker against Juan Diaz. In the co-main event, we got Du Ho Choi against Daniel Santos. And main eventing, we got Arnold Allen against Mel Costa. So the real deal, I know you like this guy, Timmy Coamba. He's facing Bernardo Sopage. Who you got this time?
All right, no, so for this one here, man, yeah, I mean, Timothy Coamba actually did impress me in his last fight. I got to give it to him there. He ended up beating Chang Ho Lee, and I actually picked Chang Ho Lee to win in that fight.
Oh, did you? Because I thought I picked him and you picked Coamba actually, or was that the fight before?
um,
Anyway,
I don't
regardless,
remember. Maybe I did pick him, but I know the fight before for a fact. I had Roberto Romero and Timothy Kwamba beat him, and I had Roberto Romero in that one. Maybe I picked Chang Ho Lee. I don't remember, but he did impress me though in his last fight. Kwamba, he's known as Twilight Timmy. Very versatile fighter. Combines striking and grappling techniques. He's got training in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu and Muay Thai. He's got good striking and grappling skills. He can adapt to various situations. He's got good tenacity, good skills in the octagon, good takedown defense as well. He's got, out of his 10 wins, 5 knockouts, 5 decisions. The guy started at a young age in combat sports, so he's faced both physical and career challenges throughout his career. But like I said, I was impressed by this guy in his last couple of fights. Bernardo Sopage, this guy is an explosive striker, man. He mixes in high-level wrestling, very aggressive. He's got a technical style that relies on his elite athleticism and physical power to secure early finishes. He's a former soccer player. He uses his burst to close distance rapidly, very fast. He's got good power in his striking, quick knockouts. Like you can see here, 7 out of his 12 wins are by knockout. The guy is really quick. He's got good flying knees, good feints. He's got strong wrestling as well. The guy averages 2.53 takedowns per 15 minutes with a high 71% accuracy. So this guy can get you down, and he's a blue belt in jiu-jitsu, favoring the anaconda choke. I'm going with Bernardo Sopage to have a better all-around skills. He's better on the mat, better at submissions, better at grappling than Timothy Kwamba. Timothy Kwamba's never really faced anyone who can really grapple well. And that's going to be his challenge here against Bernardo Sopage.
Yeah, that could be true. I think Timothy Coamba actually has pretty persistent wrestling. Like he'll, attempt to take down, then he'll try again. But I do think Sopage is also the better overall grappler down there. Like he'll go for the subs and all of that.
Yeah, well, that's it. He lost to Balaji Oki, who was able to take him down, Timothy Kwamba, and also Lucas Almeida. So give me Bernardo Sopage to win this one by submission or decision. He's a very tough guy. I don't think he gets knocked out, but give me the sub or decision for Bernardo Sopage.
The Lion King here, Sopage, impressed me against his UFC debut opponent, Vinicius Oliveira, where they were going toe to toe. I don't know if you remember that fight.
Yeah.
And he lost at the end of that fight, got caught by that flying knee himself. Speaking of those knees, yeah, gotta love those flying knees and that burst forward. It's gotta come from the soccer, right? Best base for MMA. And not only that, also like in takedown defense or when you're in the clinch, as soon as you disengage from that clinch after, let's say, a missed takedown, those knees come up again, right? So Timothy Coamba is never safe when it comes to the takedown game here, one way or the other. Also, I think not that Timothy Coamba isn't a dog. I also think Bernardo Sopage is a dog, but I think he's a little more skilled overall with the striking also. So give me Bernardo Sopage by decision or knockout.
Nice. Me and Andy O in agreement with the first fight of the main card. Moving up to the next fight here, We got newly added fight here, Modestas Bukauskas against Christian Edwards. Literally, right after me and Andy O did the prelims video, we just found out that the fight with Modestas Bukauskas against Rodolfo Bellato was canceled. Rodolfo Bellato, he withdrew. And now this guy here, Christian Edwards, coming in on short notice. But of course, here at KMMA, you know what we do? We get the research done. We get the fight for you guys. We weren't lazy and waited for another day to do this video. We did it right now. Let's go. Andy, who you got between Bukauskas and Christian Edwards?
Yeah, I gotta tell you, I've given Bukauskas a lot of props, after getting kicked out of the UFC, coming back after the knee injury, and he's improved a lot of parts of his game, but some parts are still right there. He has a lot of flaws, in his game. He's good, but he has flaws. Like after every combo, he sits there all wide open instead of covering up, just unaware, old habits, they die hard, and that's how he can get caught. Also, I don't like the way when he gets hit, like he did it against Krylov, his last fight. He was on a nice little run there, 4-fight winning streak, I think. Krylov hit him a little too hard, and Modestas didn't like it one bit. If it were up to him, it would be on the feet, like all the time, kickboxing, getting his strikes in, maybe a knockout, maybe not, but win that decision. He gets pressured. You can push him back. Although he is good on the back foot, but it's one of those things. He's good on the back foot out of necessity. So he's developed being good on the back foot because he just gets pushed back more than he should sometimes. As far as Christian Edwards, he's one of those other Bellator cast-offs. Not in the purest sense, because he actually went to fight a couple fights in other organizations before getting this fight here. I guess this was his opportunity, right? I don't know who's got more to lose here. Probably, but Bukauskas, because Christian Edwards, he's a tall, lanky guy. He can hit hard. It's not out of the realm that he can get a knockout here, or I don't know about a decision because it's so short notice. But Modestas, man, he must win this fight, or where does he go in his career? Can't even beat a guy like this. I'm going with Modestas Bukauskas. He should, and he's not that good. Look, if you saw him in Bellator, he's not that good. He had that one upset win against a guy that was supposed to be good, that was never good. And just 8-4, no good. Bukauskas fought the way better competition, so I'm looking for a knockout or This guy can lose in every fashion, but I'm going to go with, I'm going to go with finish for Modestas here.
Yeah, Modestas Bukauskas, man, he's an all-around mixed martial artist, man. The guy's got powerful, aggressive striking, a chaotic and explosive approach, and he's got an ability to mix in the takedowns, man. He holds a purple belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, a black belt in GSSD, and his style is sometimes described as erratic. Very effective when he imposes his pressure. He's got strong punches, aggressive style. He looks for finishes. When his style seems chaotic or crazy, for this guy, it's very effective, man. He dictates the pace. His purple belt in BJJ, he uses his grappling effectively, gets takedowns, gets submissions. He controls fights. This guy, Christian Edwards, man, known as Pain, he developed his fighting style that combines agility, strategic thinking, and strong defensive skills. He's got a background in football, and he's able to read his opponents and anticipate their moves. He's got an ability to remain calm under pressure, and he does have a strong background in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu as well. He stopped competing in wrestling in the 6th grade, but then he transitioned to BJJ in high school. This guy's got a good ground game. He actually, if you guys didn't know this, he's been a long-time training partner with the UFC legend John Jones. So he's actually trained with John Jones, a long time training partner with this guy.
Not another one of these guys. No one that trains with John Jones is good.
And exactly, and his style is kind of like John Jones. But this guy here, 8-4, I mean, the guy's lost to a 22-15 guy in Bellator, Raheem Cleveland. He also lost to a 4-0 guy, Luke Fernandez, in the CFFC. And he's beating cans. Bukauskas, man, come on, man. This guy has fought really, really good high-level fighters, man. Way better competition. We're talking guys like Vitor Petrino, Marcin Prachnio, Rafael Cerqueira, Jan Kutilaba, Paul Craig, Nikita Krylov. I mean, come on, man. Khalil Roundtree even. Give me Modestas Bukauskas. This is a good bounce back here for him to get this win here. I'm going to go finish as well. Knockout or submission. for Bukowskis and moves on here to get back in the rankings after a 4-fight winning streak and losing that last fight to Krylov there with that lucky knockout that he got. So I think Bukowskis can bounce back here.
Yeah, no,
He
for sure.
better against a brand new opponent here coming in on super short notice.
There's one fun fact I wanted to mention when I was looking this fight over here. Believe it or not, Rasheem Cleveland, right? Did he lose or win against Rasheem Cleveland?
He lost to this guy.
Guess who subbed out Raheem Cleveland,
Who?
of all people, as a heavyweight?
Who?
Derek Lewis.
There you go.
Derek Lewis got his only sub in Raheem Cleveland by subbing Raheem Cleveland.
Wow.
And this was, I'm trying to see, could this been, no, okay, it wasn't his first fight. It was 1, 2, 3, 4, his fourth fight. Yeah.
Well, look at that. Derek Lewis subbed Raheem Cleveland, and Raheem Cleveland subbed this guy here, Christian Edwards. So I definitely think Bukowskis can get a sub as well here.
Unbelievable.
All right, let's move on up to the next fight here. You see here at KMMA, we're not lazy. We got this fight for you guys on a Tuesday. Let's get it going, and we just found out about it. Next fight, we got Malcolm Wellmaker against Juan Diaz. Who you got in this one, Andy O?
Oh, yeah. I'm not going to take too long with this one, except to say that this Juan Diaz is pretty good. I'm going to predict him to win. Malcolm Wellmaker would have had to show me one thing because this was a close call. Don't get me wrong. He would have had to show me that he's willing to wrestle and then go for takedowns. He hasn't been willing thus far to do that in the UFC all that much. I think it would help him against Juan Diaz because Juan Diaz, he's tough as nails. He has a volume to spare. He's going to be in this guy's face, voluming this guy up, and he's going to win a volume-based decision or just put on too much pressure to break Malcolm Wellmaker. Because I think after Malcolm Wellmaker got humbled there, there's a chance he might not be the same. He's a pretty cocky guy in general. He thought he would get an easy win last time against everyone's favorite guy. The deal, my thing just closed. Who did he lose to?
He lost to Ethan Ewing, man.
Ethan Ewing. Everyone loves Ethan Ewing. He is very good. He's very solid. But you know who's very, very solid too? And possibly better than Ewing? I'll say right now he's better than Ewing. This is who? Sorry about the little delay here. Just wanted to say that Juan Diaz only loses to the best of the best. So keep an eye on this guy coming up into the UFC on, I believe it's May the 30th or something around there. He's the only guy who he lost to, which would be Rodrigo Vera. Okay? That's the only loss that Juan Diaz has had in his career. He only loses to the best. Rodrigo Vera is going to make his UFC debut coming up, as I said, on May 30th, against KG Zhu.
Don't tell me you're going for one of Javier's Peruvian sons here, man.
I think we may have turned a new leaf. These newest Peruvian sons here, you know, we picked the one with the most potential last time he came through for us. I think this guy has potential too, man. He fought a guy who's now 21-1 coming into the UFC in a couple weeks. Right now we're going to be seeing Juan Diaz, what he can do. I think he's gonna beat Wellmaker here. Give me Juan Diaz by decision or knockout.
Yeah, no, I'm in disagreement here. I'm going for Malcolm Wellmaker here, man. Malcolm Wellmaker. I know he had that unfortunate loss in the last fight there, of course, against. I
just had to get you to remind me.
Yeah, against what's his face there? We just said it.
Evan Elder.
Yeah, Ethan Ewing. Okay.
Ethan Ewing.
I thought that fight was very fluky for Ethan Ewing to get the win there. At parts in that fight, Wellmaker was winning. He's very aggressive, Wellmaker. He's got good aggression, power, good strategy, powerful punches, highlight reel finishes. He's got high level of aggression. He likes to overwhelm his opponents with relentless pressure and striking. He gets knockouts, man. The guy's got 6 knockouts out of his 10 wins. And he did rock Ethan Ewing in that fight. I remember him rocking him. He almost got the knockout on Ethan Ewing. The ref
Well,
didn't stop it. I remember
that's
that.
because it takes more than a highlight reel showboating to knock out a guy like Ethan Ewing. Not everyone's a punching bag like Chris Matinho, like Cameron Simon. These guys are born punching bags.
Let me
You know,
tell you though, the ref, another ref might have stopped that fight because I remember Ethan Ewing getting rocked in that fight. Almost looked like he was going to get knocked out, and the ref didn't stop it and kept it going. But this guy again, Malcolm Wellmaker is very good. Good striking power, tactical awareness, good takedown defense. He's an exciting fighter to watch. Juan Diaz, he's a Peruvian guy coming in here with a style that's like he likes to get into close contact exchanges. He developed the skills in grappling and submissions, so he is pretty good on the ground. His nickname is translate to Sticky in English, and it reflects his ability to maintain control and pressure during fights. So that's one thing. If this guy Juan Diaz can get the takedowns and like really start taking Malcolm Wellmaker down often, it could be a problem for him. Diaz, he actually became a star to say in the UFC when he fought Juan Il Quan on the Dana White's Contender Series. The fight ended in 4 minutes and 58 seconds of the second round with a spinning back elbow, and it was the first ever spinning back elbow knockout in the Dana White's Contender Series history. And Dana White was super excited when he saw that, and he signed him right away to a contract. I don't think you'll get a spinning back fist knockout on Malcolm Wellmaker. I think Malcolm Wellmaker is going to come in here more focused after that loss to Ethan Ewing. He's going to have more control and use his striking and boxing ability, man. I mean, the guy has beaten Cameron Simon and Chris Butino.
that's nothing.
I get it, but again, Diaz has only fought again lower level opponents. At least
He
this guy's been in the UFC.
he fought a guy that's better than the opponent Wellmaker lost to last time out, bro.
We'll see about that. Anyways, I got Malcolm Wellmaker by knockout or decision. All right, me and Andy in disagreement with this fight. Let's move on up to the next fight. We got Do Hoo Choi against Daniel Santos. For this one here, I'm going with Daniel Santos. Do Hoo Choi, man, the Korean Superboy, whatever they call him here. I don't think he's that great, honestly. He came into the UFC and didn't look that great, man. When the guy came into the UFC, he lost
He
three
did look
fights.
good, actually.
Actually, no, he was pretty good, but he fought some really bums that aren't even in the UFC anymore. We're talking Juan Manuel Puig, Sam Sicila, Thiago Tavares, guys that are not even in the UFC. And then he started losing. He lost to Cub Swanson by unanimous decision. He got
He's in the Hall of Fame.
knocked out by Jeremy Stevens, knocked out by Charles Jourdain, and had a difficult time against Kyle Nelson. He did beat Bill Algeo and Nate Landwehr. He got that knockout with that elbow against Nate Landwehr. But the guy hasn't really shown to be very good on the ground, Do Hoo Choi. He's more of a counter puncher. He focuses on striking. He's got hand speed, precise timing, good knockout power, a sharp, straight right counter hook combination, and he's a brawler as well. But he doesn't really, he likes to, hit you without getting hit with his counters and stuff. But the guy's takedown defense and his ground game is not really good. Daniel Santos, this guy has very good grappling ability. He's got good Muay Thai, good striking power, and he can mix in the grappling. He's got good takedowns, good submissions. He uses heavy kicks, power punches as well. And I'm going with the Daniel Santos, man. I think that the fact that he's more well-rounded and better in grappling and better on the ground. He's got solid ground and pound from top position. I think he's going to be able to take down this guy. He's a purple belt in BJJ. He threatens with front chokes and scrambles. I think he's going to take down Do Hoo Choi and get the win here. Give me Daniel Santos to win by knockout or submission.
Yeah, I think this is going to be a pure stand-up battle. I think both of these guys like it on the feet. Daniel Santos, I think, is a better striker, especially in space. But I would have to say that Do Ho Choi is the better striker, like in close there. Daniel Santos does have his skills on the ground, but it's more kind of when he gets kind of taken down, he's at the bottom. He's one of those guys that likes it off the bottom, but he's active there, He'll go for a sub. Maybe he doesn't get up as quickly as he'd like, and lot of spins. A lot of he spins around a lot with his attacks. Sometimes almost comically, it's too much. So maybe he tones down that a little. But when that hits, it's effective. He can catch guys. He can put guys out like that. He has put guys out like that. And I know Do Ho Choi is a Hall of Famer, but I think I'm gonna go with Daniel Santos on this one to get
Nice.
a knockout or decision. I think
Yeah,
that's,
and also
you know what? I think he catches him with one of that spinning nonsense stuff.
he might, man, and got to mention that he's going to be the bigger guy. Daniel Santos normally fights in lightweight, and Doo Ho Choi is a featherweight, man. So you'll see that Daniel Santos is going to be a more bigger, stronger guy in this fight.
There
All
you
right,
go.
we made it to the main event, guys. Like and subscribe. We got Arnold Allen against
I'll allow him.
Melky Costa here, Melky Zyle Costa, and the Oak. We got in this main event here, man.
Now this one, I'm gonna have to continue riding the wave of Mel Costa.
Yeah, let's go for the dog.
One of my more favorite guys, I'd have to say. I think he's improved. This guy, he's more of a kicker than anything when he's striking, but he's well-rounded like everywhere. But me, as a guy who loves body shots, likes good kickers, I love how he delivers that strong body kick, man. Sometimes he rips those three in a row, and yeah, it can be hard to recover from. So he weaves these good kicks to all levels, by the way. I just like that mid-level kick. He weaves it effectively with his striking, which makes his striking even better than it seems, like with his hands. And he blends it in with the combo. So it leaves your opponent a lot to think about in striking. Also with his grappling, good grappler. He's quick with his subs. And but to have it like in his game plan, like I'm going to go out there, all I'm going to do is really wrestle, try to go for takedowns. That's not really on top of the agenda. But if he has to, he will. And sometimes he'll pull out like a takedown attempt out of nowhere or just to get the guy thinking. Arnold Allen, he's had a rough go at it recently. His record isn't that good, but he has faced pretty good competition. You can't say that he hasn't. So in his last four fights, lost to Gene Silva, beat Giga Chikadze. Is Giga Chikadze kind of washed up now? Maybe. He lost to Movzar, one of the best, and he lost to Max Holloway.
A lot of losses there. A lot of losses.
A lot of losses. In a unanimous decision against Holloway, also with Movzar to be expected. And again to Gene Silva. So these guys aren't finishing him, but they are putting him away unanimously. Gene Silva, actually, the deal, we were talking about this a bit. Gene Silva took him down 4 times on top of everything, So really, yeah, he's good though. He's tough. He's a grinder. When you get close to him, he'll shove you off or shove your arm away. Kind of similarly to when John Jones fought Dominic Reyes. I love when Dominic Reyes was like punching his hands away when John Jones was trying to hold his hand. Similar to kind of that. So when he pushes you off of him or strikes your hands away, he'll deliver a power shot and knock you up like that, which is good. Against the fence, pretty good fence push. He'll take you down if he can against the fence too. He's not going to go for double legs in the middle of the cage or anything like that. And by the way he stands, though, one thing I was thinking about, with his guard up, he's pretty defensively minded when it comes to that, when it comes to striking on the inside. But with the way Mel Costa kicks, I'm getting the feeling that if he doesn't connect with him where he wants to, ideally, he's going to rock kicks off his arms, and he may even break a forearm of Arnold Allen, or at least make him switch, the way he's defending this stuff, and leave himself an opening, leave him open for something. It could also be a case of Mel Costa just being on a hot streak, Arnold Allen just maybe kind of on the decline a little bit. Who knows? We may be closer to that answer after this. Give me Mel Costa by decision, probably decision, or knockout.
Yeah, like Arnold Allen's never really impressed me that much, man. I've watched the guy fight. He's a jack of all trades, master of none. He's got sharp boxing, good Brazilian jiu-jitsu grappling. He's well-rounded, good wrestling defense, a patient striker. He's good at getting, he uses low kicks and excels at getting back to his feet after takedowns. He's known for being tactical, a good distance manager. He's got a complete skill set, but I mean, we've seen him losing, man. Gene Silva beat him by unanimous decision, and Gene Silva is a guy that rarely grapples. Like he doesn't really have much of a ground game or a grappling. He's more of a striker. Movsar Evloev, totally took him to a clinic on the ground. Max Holloway, also another guy who doesn't really grapple much, beat him with a unanimous decision. I just don't find Arnold Allen to be that great. He's got decent movement. He picks his shots, but he's a black belt in BJJ, and we never see him really use any really good BJJ. Like, he takes fights to the grounds, but doesn't really do much with it. He doesn't really get that many submissions. Look, out of his 20 wins, how many subs does he have? 4. It's not that great. I mean, we got Costa here with 8 submissions, 9 knockouts, 9 decisions. I think Costa's better, man. I think he's more well-rounded. He's more aggressive. He's got high volume. His striking style is really good. Dangerous submission game, Mel Costa.
Yeah.
And these guys out of Chuta Box, man, these guys are very good, that camp. He's a brown belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, and this guy's a very scrappy submission threat guy, man. On the ground, he's very scrappy. He reverses you. He can fight from on the bottom. He can get subs from on his back. The guy is, he likes to engage in wars. He's comfortable on the feet. He likes to engage in wars. He throws high volume, and I think he's more of a dog than Arnold Allen, and he actually is a dog in this one. Give me the dog. Give me Melky Costa to get the win here, man. I think he's better than Arnold Allen. I'm just not that impressed by Arnold Allen, man. And I think this is a good dog play right here for this main event, man. And I think he could use his southpaw kicking game, because he's got a very good southpaw kicking game, and he can close the distance and brawl and just grapple. And I think Arnold Allen doesn't like that kind of style of fighting. He doesn't like to brawl. He's more patient, more calculated. And this guy's going to come at you, man. So give me Costa to win by finish. I think he surprises Arnold Allen, gets him out of there, and gives him his first finish loss in his career. So there we have it, folks. Our final early predictions and breakdowns for the main card. Like and subscribe, and KAMMA, baby.
Remember, these bees fight each other in the cage. We're out here fighting the algorithm. So like, subscribe. That's the way to help us out.
And let's go, Montreal Canadiens. Let's go. Let's get the win tonight, Canadiens. Yeah.
I can't really cheer for the Hawks now.